So you think the Ned Rig is something that they just came up with a few years ago and nobody's ever done before? You ready to run and gun? Stop or blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. The Ned Rig. Man, that's something brand new. People been, I mean, it's been around for years, but everybody's like, man, the Ned Rig, man, this is the best thing ever. I hate to tell you this, that thing's been around since the 60s. They just didn't call it a Ned Rig. You know, Tom Mann, back when he had Mann's Bait Company, he came up with this lure called the Stingray. This is little Stingray grub, little 3-inch grub. I had them. He designed a lead head to put them on, a little lead head jig. Oops. Ned Rig. Stem bridge, back when he had flip tail. He came out with this thing called a fuddle bug. And that's got some pretty good action to it too. And he had a jig head, he put that on. Oops. Ned Rig. Oh, and if you look at Charlie Brewer's slider book from back in, what was it, 78? He had taken an original slider head, the pancake head, and he took a slider worm, cut it in half, put the head on there, and it had little 2-inch, 3-inch thing. Oops. Ned Rig. It's not new, guys. It's just, it's like anything else that's trendy. They just take a slight variation of something that's already been fished for years and years and years and years, and just give it a new name, and then of course a couple of companies cash in on it and try to make you think that they came up with the concept. You know, I mentioned to somebody the other day in a comment that I think pretty much to an extent in bass fishing, everything's been done. It's just that there's going to be different variations of lures that people are just going to try to cash in on. That's just my opinion. I mean, I maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. It's just like you know, these paddle tail swim baits that are out there, and everybody's like, oh man, that's great, and, you know, everything. Man, Mr. Twister invented the Sassy Shad back in like 78 or 79, maybe 1980. Still made the day, but that was the original paddle tail. Nothing new. But yeah, the Ned Rig, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a box that or a little kit that I use when I'm wading the river or walking the banks of a creek, or, you know, just old school type fun fishing. And I've got a Ned Rig. Yeah, I got a Z-Man Ned Rig set up for that. Just one color. But that's, you know, so, you know, I've got it. I'm not sitting here saying, you know, I'm not going to have one because it's not original. No, I've got it, and I use it. But to think that something like a Ned Rig is original, now the name's original, but the concept, that's my whole argument here. The concept is not new. I mean, even just putting a grub on a lead head, a curl-tail grub, you know, that's a variation of the Ned Rig. I mean, it really is. It's just how you fish it. But that's just my take on it. That's, you know, that's the truck talk of the day. I forgot to open up with that, didn't I? Truck talk. But anyway, better late than never, huh? So anyway, that's just my take on it, guys. You know, you can agree with me or disagree with me. I mean, that's the beauty of fishing. Everybody has the same opinion. But anyway, guys, until next time, remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you and keep in Yeshua's name, and as always, fish on.